Welcome with me, ranking my favorite books this month. Some of these are older books that I read again this month, but I'm still ranking them. And I own way more books. I have a bookshelf off camera that is still quite full. And amount of books that relate to space and physics, I have 3 in this. I have 30 in there because I was addicted at some point, and I still am. But let's start with some English books, or those written in English, because I have both books in Finnish and English because I speak both languages. And I live in Finland, so if you see the price, it's much higher in the book. We start with Shelter Me. I've had this book for 2 years now, and honestly this is a 4 out of 5. There's something missing from it. I have not read the other books, mostly because I cannot find them anywhere. Or then when I go to the library to see them, there's like 2 months to 2 years wait time to get them, and that's not worth it. Yeah, I love Julietta, or Julietta. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I went to this book after reading the Hunger Games. I don't like the rest of the books. I was just like the first book, but I'm quite excited for the new movie that's coming this summer, I think it was. Yeah, I like the redacted parts that have like this overlining. It really brings out the character Juliette and what's going on in her mind. The next is a trilogy. This is in Finnish, but you actually can find it in English too. It's the Shadow and Bone trilogy. There's actually Netflix series about it too, but I don't like that. I don't like the later books either. These are in Finnish, but I've actually read these in English too, because this is masterpiece. It's seriously a masterpiece. I love Alina, Marielle. I love Nikolai, and of course Alexander. Those who know. And honestly, I love the cover art. I love the detailed maps. I love the detailed, like what creatures they are, like Hollanders and summoners, everything. I love this. And then we go to our English book again. This is not my favorite. This is a reread because I thought that maybe if I read again and my mind would have changed. It hasn't. This is a 2 out of 5 book. I don't like this book. I read the previous 2, Good Girls Guide to Murder and Good Girl Bad Blood. Neither are as good as this one. Wait, I just contradicted myself. And neither of these is worse than this. I mean, the second book is my favorite. The first book, the first book is like 3 out of 5. The second one is like 4 out of 5. Then there's 1984. This is actually a new book. I got it at Christmas, and I have not read this since because I have so much to be read right now. I still have like 0 books in there, and it was $16, and I say it's like 3, 4 out of 5. It's quite dry. I mean, I understand like what it's trying to tell me, and how it's important to like what happens right now in the world, but it's dry. It's a good book, but it's dry. Then I have Christia's The Murder on the Orient Express. I actually have read this different kind of book. It was paperback and it was much smaller, but like this is one of my favorite books. This is a 5 out of 5 book, I could even say. And the best part of this book is probably how Hercule Poirot is solving the crime and actually what actually happens, how many murderers there are, because there's a lot for one dying. And then we take Escovaltoja, Kaiken käsikirja, and basically the handbook of everything. I mean, not everything, but this is everything that you should know about the universe, basically. And this is like 3 out of 5 book. It's dry, but I grew as a person when I read it. And there's things about Kepler and other cosmologs, astronomers. I think that's word. Then there's the Soraya Lane, the Italian daughter. I've actually thought about getting the Cuban daughter, but I have not actually been finding it. I found the Parisian daughter now, lately, but that was expensive. And I'm a broke student, so gotta do what I gotta do. And this follows a girl named Lily and later a boy named Antonio. And personally, this is one of my favorite books right now. Even though I do not quite like average romance books. I like this because it has some adventure in it. In past, in future, and a lot of things. I also like it because it reminds me of Lucinda Riley books. I read a few of those, but I did not. They are not on this list. They're not my favorite books, and they are not. I've not read those in a while. Go away. I'm sorry, that was my brother. And this is Lights Out. Many of you know this book. I have the second book in my to-be read right now. I did not know what I was reading. I mean, I'm 17, so it's not quite a problem. But it does not have like the 18 plus content in it, so I don't care. Honestly, this is a great book. I love the humor. I love the fact that they killed someone and hide the body and the mafia. Yeah, that says a lot about what I read. I read a lot of crime books, so this was. I love the Batman. I love the Batman references in this book. Amazing. Then there are King Tulle, Kuningas Tulle. This is I've never actually heard this being translated in English. There might be a Swedish or Norwegian covers. I actually think there should be, because like the writer is a Swedish person. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I keep rereading this, and I probably keep reading this until it breaks down. Yeah, it is 5 out of 5 book for me. Then there is Jarkko Sipilä Kahdesta tapettu, basically translating double killed. Sipilä has some English books, like Helsinki Homicide books and Dark Side of Helsinki, Against the Wall, or Vengeance. And then there's some in German, actually, there's some in Dutch, and like In Dame des Zweifels, Die Weise nach des Todes. There's actually the one in Italian. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even trying. Yeah, this is the 22nd book, and the first half is basically dry and annoying police humor, which I like, and the second part is some kind of action even. I will not be giving a lot of plot twists. Then we get to the second last book. Both of my last books in this list are space books. Markus Hotakainen, onko siellä ketään? Is there anyone in there? This is 1 out of 5. I mean, there's a lot of information in this, but it's dry. It's dry compared to other things that I read. And yeah, that should say all. And I read a lot of space books. Then there's Escovalto ja Kosmoksen sarja, Shards of Cosmos, roughly translated, and this is like 4.5 out of 5. I mean, there's some not so good chapters, but he keeps interest very good in this, and actually learned stuff from this, like evolution and stuff. And then there's some Swedish references that I do not like, because I don't like Sweden, but that's a Finnish thing. Yeah. And that's pretty much my list. Now, that was quite long, and that has both March and February in it. But this year I've actually read like 30 books. I don't really count how many books I read, and some of the books are library books, so I don't really feature them on video, because I usually need to return them before I can get into video. And now I need to say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed listening. And if anyone has like opinions about these books, please tell me. I'm actually interested in hearing them.